with Qistina Iman.
Hello.
Looks can be deceiving. She might look like someone young. Tell people, why are you playing games? When in fact she's killing people with all the shooting games, all the fighting games. So watch out lah guys. Check out Facebook Live, My Game On Facebook page now. Cakap banyak sangat.
Right job.
Itu pula a different look pula kan, different feel.
Not very casual lah.
So nanti I will ask the viewers to ask any questions they want to ask to you on the comment section. And I buka and then we'll go through it together lah.
No problem.
Good morning everybody! Welcome back to My Game On's Facebook page. Welcome back to our live streaming lounge. We are right here at Stadium Bukit Jalil, where the magic of esports is happening. And right beside me is one of those people who constantly make the magic in gaming in Malaysia happens, which is Qistina Kisscium Iman.
Yes, hello Keanu.
How are you?
So far so good. It's really nice weather we're having today.
Definitely. I woke up having such a good mood because buka tu I'm like, oh my god, is this like semi-winter in Malaysia? Sebab macam sejuk je pagi ni. Tapi tak hujan, which is a good thing lah. Was it raining at your place?
No, I keluar je as soon as I hit the road. It was like just nice, didn't rain.
Right.
So when I came in here, like sejuk. So
breezy.
Like, breezy.
Perfect weather. Can we have this weather every day? Tapi tadi kan baju berjemur tak kering-kering pula kan?
Tapi nanti orang yang kerja dekat laundromat lagi kaya.
Orang yang kerja mana?
Laundry.
Oh betul. Dia tak iya lah. Okay lah, we gotta be considerate kan? Okay lah Qistina, I think first things first, maybe you could introduce yourself to our viewers out there.
So my name is Qistina. Some of you might know me as Kisscium, my in-game name. So anywhere, currently I'm playing Mobile Legends and also League of Legends at the same time. Yes, 2 different MOBAs. My full-time job is as a digital marketing manager in Gamer Mall, but at the same time, I'm trying to juggle myself with streaming as well. So, yeah.
Amazing.
And events management as well.
This is going to be a very interesting conversation we're going to have. Because ini bukan calang-calang gamer, okay? This one is a digital marketing manager / streamer. Oh my god. I mean like, can you imagine how Qistina does it? How does she kick ass in the office and kick ass in the gaming world as well? This is going to be interesting. So you guys better stay put in this live streaming lounge. Okay. How exactly did you actually start gaming?
Like in general or
in
like
general.
Okay,
main suka-suka.
Okay, main suka-suka.
Yeah.
I think it was back when like I was way young. I don't know anything about games. And that time my brother had his Diablo on the PC.
Right.
So I have never touched a PC. I never decided to play games. And then when I saw him playing the first ARPG and then it was Diablo. It was scary at that time, eh? Graphic dia macam wow! That was like
once upon a time.
Yeah, once upon a time. And Unreal actually looked scary in that graphics, okay? So that inspired me like to play more. And then the first time I actually played games was a horror game.
Horror games?
Okay.
Like what?
Well, okay. Hear me out. My brother scammed me. He said Silent Hill was something like a cooking game. Like like Sims.
Tricking my sister as well. I think that's brotherhood done right.
Exactly. So the first time we had the PS,
okay,
the first PS.
The first one.
Yes, the first PS. And my dad said, you know what? You want anything for your birthday? Here, we get it for you. Then he said, hey kids, you like simulators? Like play this. This is a game about you finding your daughter in game. Well, he wasn't wrong about that.
But he didn't say the genre of the game.
He didn't. So he said that, oh, okay, you start this game, you're gonna look for your daughter. And then as soon as I was like looking around, why is this so dark? Why is there so a lot of mist? And then hati kering tau my brother. And then I was so naive.
Older brother lah.
Yeah, my older brother. So I was so naive. I played the whole way, and then I was catched by a dog. Dog running towards me.
I think I probably played this as well. Because the PS2 at the time.
Yeah, I think that might be Silent Hill 4.
Oh, yeah,
it was a bit different.
So. Right.
So there was more mechanics there, but especially on the weapons and stuff like that. But in PS1, you only had a pipe.
A what?
A pipe.
That's all?
That's it. I was chased by vultures that didn't have feathers. I was chased by dogs that didn't look like dogs. And I was chased a bunch of like weird-looking babies. Yeah.
So at what point do you realize I got tricked by my brother?
After the dog. After the dog, that was like about half an hour of the gameplay. Then I realized this is not a simulator.
Okay, serious question. Is your brother a better gamer than you now, or you dah overshadowed him in this gaming world?
Well, in terms of skill, I have to give him the upper hand. Ami, if you're watching this, please, I still love you. Because you are still my senpai in gaming.
Wah, even though you dah trick her main Silent Hill, korang masak-masak lah apa kan, menipu. But then again, you've helped her to get to where she is right now.
So for me, he is my stepping stone when I want to become a gamer. So he actually like grew me to like, hey, play this, I'll play that or whatever. But he didn't restrict me because I have a really strict parents, like typical Asian parents. You know,
Right.
my mom's Chinese, my dad's Pakistani.
Right.
So they're very like learn, study. But my brother,
In short, we all have Asian parents.
Exactly.
A+ parents. Not
Yeah.
A-, not A biasa, A+.
So he told me to like, when you're bored, just play this game. So I started out with the console, and then I moved on. When I was in college, I played the PC
Right.
more often. So that's how I see myself becoming a gamer. But in terms of like, if I'm a better gamer than my brother, I don't think so, because I still see him play a lot. He plays PUBG, Fortnite, ML, everything.
But he isn't that involved in the esports community as you are.
No, that's where I come in. Because for the exposure in the esports scene or the gaming scene here in Malaysia, entertainment and also professional-wise, I am more experienced than him. So he's like, he's like my stepping stone. So he's like sensei, senpai.
So that is the backstory of Qistina. And how did you actually get the name Kisscium?
Okay. I mean, it's kind of obvious because my first name is Kiss.
Yeah.
So I felt
Cium.
like, Cium. I felt like there was a need to have a Malay injection towards my name.
Right.
So like that's why.
There's a
Kiss
combination
Cium.
there
Yes.
of Malay and English.
Yes, I didn't want to look for something absurd. You know, there's
Yeah.
like a lot of very vulgar words
Correct.
going on. So I felt like Kiss Cium. Yeah, you know what? Those are the two things that I want to see together.
And people could understand that so easily. You don't have to be like, what does this mean? Because in your name tu tahu dah Kisscium.
Yeah.
That's it lah basically, dapat dah.
Yes, girl.
So how do you actually manage your time as a digital marketing manager as well as a gamer? I can't brain this because I'm not a gamer. I think even though we've only met for not even an hour, kita dah tahu dah I'm a terrible gamer. You could tell through the eyes. A gamer could tell a true gamer. So I think Qistina nampai, hi, oh my god. This is the guy that I'll be interviewed by. This is the guy that I'll be playing a game with after this. I'll definitely win hands down lah kan. So I wouldn't know how exactly do you actually manage your time. How do you manage to fit everything into your schedule?
It's like for the first, when I had my first full-time job back in like a few years back, my first job was in Vijaya. So I was a marketing exec there for property. I wasn't even doing for gaming. So at first I felt like, I don't know what to do, how to manage my time, especially like work, hosting come in, and then the events come in, the streaming come in. And that time I was very into streaming. At first, I always prioritize my work. Anything that is gonna make my ends meet, nothing else. So that's why I prioritize first. And then every day that I felt like I want to stream, I should start streaming to boost up, especially my name, especially on the gaming community. So that's why every night do it, or if you don't do it, you must allocate a time, start scheduling yourself, and then from there, I started to become like manage other people rather than manage myself, because I have more work. So that's why I'm trying to lose down the numbers of how many times I play per day or how many times I stream. So that's why I'm more focused on events, my job, and stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
And when you started out as a digital marketing, were you already a streamer back? Were you already in the streaming community back then?
Yeah, I started streaming when I started my first casting gig back in, I think it was 2015. So that was 3 years ago, yeah. So and then I started streaming, and then streamed again and streamed again.
So you could cast, you could stream, then you could kerja full time juga. What can you not do sebenarnya ni? You're a host as well.
Yes.
Now lepas ni Qistina dah ambil alih everything lah. Artis. There will be a headline in the newspaper soon. Qistina sapu semuanya.
Yes, queen.
Keanu got swept down the carpet already. Let me out of here. Qistina is taking everything.
So that's why I don't want to be like taking too much task in myself, because when you take too much task and you don't focus in a particular skill set that you have and you really are good in, that's why I decided, you know what, I should cut down streaming. I should take more hosting. I should take more on planning manage for events and rather
You
than that.
prioritize which ones you wanted to focus on.
That's what we are all missing out. As an entertainer, as a professional, you must know which one you want to prioritize.
That's actually true. We tend to take so much. Sometimes we're like, oh, I want to take a little bit of this, a little bit of this. But it's always better to actually narrow down what we really want.
Yes, exactly. I mean, at times you can have fun with streams and stuff like that, but you have to know which comes first, which helps you most, which exposes you in your work. So yeah.
Among all of those, streaming, casting, and your full-time job, if you could choose just one among those to do your whole life, what would it be?
I think, okay, if let's say suddenly I'm crippled in some way, you know, especially like too much jobs.
Yeah.
I would definitely choose event management.
Wow.
Because I love that I have to organize, I have to be there to expose myself to like, oh no, something happened to this burning TV here. You know, like
because anything could happen during events.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's why I put myself into the fighting games community. Then, I mean, Johnny took me up being in the Flash Vision team, and then he told me like, hey, kids, do you want to help? So yeah, I did help with some events management, hosting. Yeah. So that grew me to like have more. I became more educated.
Yeah, I would say that you're definitely somewhat a jack of all trades because you've got the skills in different elements here and there, which helps you in the long term, I believe, you know?
Somewhat, yeah.
Perhaps some of the skills that you learn in the workplace, it helps you with strategizing in your strategies when you play games, perhaps. You know, I believe it's all hand in hand in certain ways. True. Speaking of fighting games community, clearly this community is filled with men. It's a male-dominated scene.
I get this a lot. Yeah.
So was it memang something you've always wanted to do? You memang suka the fighting games ke macam mana?
No. To be honest, I was like, when I was in fighting game, the first thing that threw me off was like, the only fighting game that I could actually play, but not even good, was Tekken.
Okay.
So hear me out. So I couldn't play any fighting games except Tekken, but that is really bad. Only on
producer, we're not going to play Tekken today, okay?
Oh no!
Because she likes Tekken, so if she plays that, she's going to win. Cancel. Change, thanks. Okay.
So basically, when Johnny took me up into the fighting game community, what really gave me the attraction coming into the FGC, MYFGC, was how close their bond was. So between one game to another, like here we don't have a mobile community, you see?
Right.
Like FGC, you can say some Tekken, you have Street Fighter, you have Injustice 2, you have every single one game title, okay? Bonding together as one. And us as the fighting games community, we're not big. And I love...
In Malaysia or globally?
Even in globally, we're not that big.
Really?
Yes. We only have big titles to support us, like you have the CPT, you have SEAM right now, and we have TWT, Tekken World Tour, and stuff like that. But that's about it. But when we're talking, even especially regional, like Malaysia, we don't have many people, but we're growing in a way. The love that I see that, you know, like I meet my boyfriend, and then I met Alifa, and then I meet Johnny, I met Rafa, I mean, a lot of these people, we go down to Geek every week. Well, I don't go every week of my work, but still they have the initiative go to Geek every week. They play Tekken, Street Fighter, whatever is there. Enjoy bonding moments just to play games. And then that really gave me the idea like, hey, FGC is like my home. I felt like this is the community where I want to call home.
Is there like are there any stereotypes that people constantly throw to you about being in a male-dominated scene?
No, because they think I'm a dude. Okay.
That means she must definitely fight like a dude lah. So I guess kalau you all nak challenge her, think twice first. I'm just saying, okay?
So because this thing, Keanu, is like the normal idea for guys in the FGC. They have never treated me as a girl before. They have never called me as a girl before because they see me like a dude. I have my time, you know, that time of the month, but that's about it. That's normal.
That's the only time when they look at you like a girl lah.
Yeah.
Besides that, nope.
Tak ada.
But that should be the way. To me, kan, I feel like gamers, it's not a gender sensitive thing, tau.
Yeah, it's
to
not.
Me, like if you're a girl gamer, ke guy gamer, you should just be a gamer. You should be classified as a gamer. You know, gender letak tepi kan.
Kan, I mean like that's why in the FGC, I don't like it. Orang cakap, girl gamer, oh hotnya. Somebody girl gamer, I have to know her.
You like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's why in the FGC, I don't feel that because dia cakap, Kiss, jom lepak, dah.
Very good though.
Finish.
Thank you lah. I takut tadi kata macam banyak guys hentam kat aku cakap, aku malu lah, aku boleh species kau macam ni kat kau. Tapi thankfully, they're really good. Yeah. And I like the fact how these days we got a lot of new girl gamers out there. Back then, I think it's not that girls were not interested in gaming. I think a lot of them were interested, but they didn't exactly pursue it professionally. But these days, dah semakin ramai yang they are just, nothing's holding them back anymore. You know? They're just going all out. I met Nia Adiana who plays FIFA. Then here I am with you. And I've read about multiple other female gamers who are out there. Their names are getting bigger and bigger in the gaming scene. And I feel like this should be a continuous thing, you know? Because, like I said earlier, it should not be a gender-sensitive community.
Exactly. So for me, it's like, especially if you're a woman, you're a female gamer, never ever try to highlight yourself. You are a girl gamer. For me, I'm a bit of a feminist in a way because I don't really, like the idea of you should segregate girl gamer, guy gamer. No, there's no such thing. You don't call guys a guy gamer. Exactly. So, and then especially when you want to know
equality,
yourself.
my friend, equality.
Yes, if you want to expose yourself into gaming, you must, especially as an entertainer, you must embrace the fact that people will come and get you anytime. That's what I learned about like being in the gaming scene is that I have to embrace this and I have to be strong for myself because even though like I have a ton of friends, but at the end it's an individual perspective, it's an individual skill that you must have. You must be patient with what you're doing. You must understand how to tackle all these problems one by one. So yeah.
Couldn't have said it any better. Give me a high five, bro. Don't worry, I put pro women empowerment juga. Jangan risau. I'm Mr. Equality. Oh, you got a fan here, no? Hi. Yes, she's a great gamer, by the way. Okay, but my advice to you is don't ajak her to play with you. You will kalah, you malu. Okay. Thank you. Come back soon. Okay. We've got lots of fans of Qistina here. If you guys want to meet up with Qistina, why don't you guys come down to Stadium Bukit Jalil as well? Sampai pukul berapa will you be here?
I'll be here like as long as the FBC guys are still here. So might be the whole day.
Please, make your way down here, guys. Qistina will be here for a very long time. You guys can selfie her, can get her autograph, get tips from her, you know. She'll be here. So, Qistina, what do you think of the Malaysian esports community? Do you think we are growing at a good pace, or do you think we still need a lot of improvements?
Well, to be honest, my current exposure in the esports scene right now is not as veteran as Firdaus Hashim or Mr. Kenchi Yap even. Or Johnny even, Johnny has been in the FGC for 7-8 years and I'm here only for 3 years. For me to see in the line of 3 years of how esports has grown, it's quite astounding as well because it's not too drastically, we are at the phase of Olympics, we Commonwealth or something, but getting
there, I believe.
Yeah, getting there, even in Asian Games, was for me like a big platform for us, getting it is gradual, but I love that the fact that we are getting there. We are even like YB Saisade is now taking a step into esports and seeing like what can we do better, how can we promote esports, how to get a different mindset that esports is just like every other sports. So it is just amazing.
Especially seeing that esports is finally implemented in Hari Sukan Negara. That's already a great initiative. That's an improvement already.
So because like Hari Sukan Negara, it's to educate the public.
Any form of sport.
Yes, because it's to educate.
Esports.
Because like right now, we have us right now who knows about what esports are. But even my own mother, I took 2 years to convince her.
Really?
Yes, 2 years to convince her that I'm in esports or do gaming for a living.
So this one is within the past 3 years lah.
Yes.
So is it fun yang dulu
After the 2 years me in esports, we're not talking about when I was back in school.
This esports, like doing it professionally.
Yes, I had to convince her for 2 years. So it was very hard, and I was pushed away at times as well. Even my family was like questioning me, like, why do I want to do games? Isn't that for guys? You know, being stereotyped, like games are for guys. But
this similar dengan konteks when orang cakap macam when a girl wants to become a pilot, they'll be like,
kenapa
nak jadi pilot? Lelaki yang patut jadi pilot.
Kau jadi steward lah.
I think it applies similarly in games as well.
So then when I got myself into esports, seeing how we grow.
Yeah.
Especially on the fighting games, because fighting games are very niche. So seeing the fighting games from not having any competition in the local scene, or we had to do it based on the local community-based events. Now we have our events on Selangor Cyber Games, Malaysia Cyber Games. We are growing like exponentially. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy, especially for my side. I can say about the fighting games portion, we are growing greatly for these few years especially. And but as a whole, I can see that we are growing. We are putting our foot into international waters soon. So yeah.
Now, talking about how it was hard for you to convince your family members that you want to pursue this professionally, I think this is something very interesting to talk about, because a lot of people out there, I think, they selalu salah anggap esports, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions that has been going around, especially from the adults, where they don't think that esports is an actual sport. What are the misconceptions that you frequently hear from people, perhaps people around you, people close to you?
Okay, to be honest, my brother, who actually helped me into gaming, he didn't hold me back, but everyone else in my family did, because they were asking like, why do you want to be in games? It's not healthy playing games every day and stuff like that. I mean, it's not healthy to a certain extent. It's like you watching dramas every day on a TV, more than 3 hours, you would like strain your back and stuff like that. You
it's not
have
good for your eyes.
Yeah, it's not good for your eyes, straining your eyes and stuff like that. Same thing. You do a lot of things too much is not good.
Correct.
But if you're doing too little, it's like you're not putting any effort at all. So for esports, it's same like you're playing football. So take it the same thing. You can go and see people play football, and some people like go to Manchester United. They want to see they want to see their favorite players on the field. Why can't esports be the same thing? There are a lot of people here in Malaysia, especially from the FGC. We have Ian Chuan, who's now currently playing in Singapore. He's playing there, and a lot of people are cheering for him. Why can't I pay to see him play well, or my favorite players play well? So the misconception from my family, they're not getting that. They don't get the idea that esports is the same
Sampai
as
sekarang atau ni dulu?
For my mother, like I said, it's after 2 years I convinced her.
So this is the 3rd year you're here, so probably
so she's mellowed down. So and then the other side of the family, which is my grandmother, my aunts, they are not getting there.
Banyaknya orang kita nak kena convince kan in this
yes.
time kan.
So because like nowadays, I don't need to show to them. It's like me proving myself by my work, by my my countless nights of sleep, to show them that I am actually doing something. And then sometimes like my cousin sees me on like Facebook right now or something, they were like, hey, Kiss is actually doing something. They screenshot and then just send it through their Facebook. And so at least I don't need to prove myself, but all my hard work or all of my past work, they see it. So I don't really have to like really show to them, like rub it in your faces or something like that.
Yeah, I think so, because you know yourself best. You know why you're into this. And I think the fact that you're also juggling your full-time job with this is evident enough that you take this very seriously. It's not something yang suka-suka kan? But I think to me it's very agonizing how there's still a lot of people out there yang memang tidak menyokong esports lah. Because lately I've been seeing tweets, nasty tweets of people saying like, why is the government endorsing esports and sending athletes? They say it's a waste of money. Padahal kan kalau you tengok luar negara kan, esports is huge.
Yes, you look at Korea, you look at China.
There you go.
China's spending a lot of money to educate people like how you want to see, what level you want to reach when it comes to esports. We have these arenas and everything. So that is why, not I think, I know that Hari Sukan Negara this year exposing the public towards esports is such a great idea, because the public, there are so many people do not know esports and sports itself. Physical sports are the same thing. It's the only problem is where one is using more technology than the other, and that's it.
That's all. That's true.
So how do you want to educate public this way? Like, how do you want to see, how soccer and FIFA or PES be the same thing?
Yeah.
The only problem is, like, how do you want to inject that idea? Both of those things are the same.
I agree.
Yeah, so that is why we need more events like this, you know, exposing them, teaching them how esports can be the same as what you see football here in Malaysia, and also FIFA in Malaysia or PES in Malaysia.
So do you think that the lack of awareness of the people here about esports could be one of the reasons why there's a lot of misconceptions out there about esports?
I think it's, let's see it in a retrospect, because a lot of these people was taught or educated when they were young. Phones are not good, too much PC is not good, too much TV is not good. So all of these are due to what we have been taught, or what have been taught by our ancestors or our grandmas.
What our brains are hardwired to think.
Yes, we are being told when we were younger that, too much PC is no good for you. You will have brain cancer or something. You know,
and etc.
So yeah, so you hear like because we have been educated like from our fathers or our grandmothers or grandfathers.
Turun-temurun lah kan.
So from our ancestors saying that playing games is not good, playing on the floor is not good, playing with your friends is not good.
Semua jenis play lah not good ya.
So the conception is because that from the older generations has been taught, has been teaching us like some things are not good.
Right.
But again, we are living in the 21st century. Some people are getting into there.
That's right.
So step by step, it's baby steps, but I can see that all of these people, even the older generations, even like my brother, my mother, are getting into like the idea like esports, it will be a thing.
I really hope so, and I do hope that with all these initiatives by the government and a lot of other external organizations that are trying to push the envelope further for esports, people will be more aware about it and people will start accepting esports. We've got to make esports as huge as it is in other countries. But I hope gradually it eventually will. Okay?
Yeah, inshallah. I think what we have today, we have a lot of events, especially like end of the year, we see all of these gaming events coming in. There are basically waves of games. Like next week we have more events, and the week after that we have the Selangor Cyber Games and LAN party and everything.
We'll have KL Major.
Yes, KL Major coming up very soon.
Are you going to KL Major? Of course you are. Right?
Yes, of course. I'm coming in as a media apparently for that one. Yeah. So benda-benda macam ni tak faham kenapa like you know, when as a teenager, I don't know, as a young adult, when you see people around you, if they're like, don't let your kids play games or anything, try to like hold that back or something, or teach them to be more disciplined when they start to play games and stuff like that. That's how you want to educate these people from the very young. Yeah. So you don't say no because they will rebel.
That's true actually. Lagi cakap tu lagi dia akan buat most of the time kan?
Yes, that's why you need to like don't say no because they will be rebellious to a certain extent, or try to understand, especially like when youngsters want to, if you youngsters out there, you want to start learn about like how can I get myself into esports, especially you have a very strict parents, you know, the typical Asian parents. Do it slowly. Don't do what I did because I was quite rebellious at first. Right. Yeah. So which was a very wrong step. And then try to prove that you can do it. Yeah. Bring results. Yes.
I like that. Yeah. I like how very kakak your advice is. You know? Okay, you know what? This is our standard procedure when you're in our interview session.
Okay.
Kita kena lawan game. Yes. Oh, dah tahu dah. Justice. Yelah.
Because I'm saying it right here.
Because kan somebody kan very sad because Taken we're not going to play today kan. So my bad. Let me get the controllers.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
There you go.
Awesome. Ada.
Oh. Hey, what did I do? Alamak.
No. I think wait.
Okay.
So, my controller is on.
Is it yours or is it mine?
There, yeah.
I need cepat gelabah sikit. Oh,
Okay.
I thought dah start. I thought you cheated. You want me to die, is it? Oh God.
No. Okay, so we're gonna play versus.
Okay.
So I want to know which side I am.
You know my lucky charm is always Harley Quinn. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's always Harley Quinn.
Okay.
But not today lah. I try someone else.
So I'm just gonna take Black Adam.
Okay.
Because back in MCG earlier this year, a lot of my friends are using Black Adam because he was in the meta.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I don't know how he is now.
Yeah, very weak lah, kalawan. Very weak lah. Think the psychology game to make the opponent lose. Dia nak menang juga. Oh my God. Mati lah. Oh my God. To be honest, Qistina. You spoke too soon, Qistina.
Oh, nice.
If I menang, I'm making history today though.
No, I know, right?
Alamak. Wait. You want to play kasar?
Oh no.
By the way,
yes?
Let's talk a little bit about your streaming back then. Do you still stream now?
I do, but just for a particular company which is from Stadium Mall.
Right.
So basically what I do is again I'm like multitasking myself.
Mati lah.
So basically for sorry. For Stadium Mall, so I do it all the time every Thursday. But I do it in a very casual way. But you know, I do have.
What is your streaming style actually? Because you know how different streamers have different ways of attracting viewers, and what's your way? Is it humorous?
Okay. I always give them the most forward thinking I could think of.
Okay.
Especially like, hey, you think I'm a good player? No. You know, I just become straightforward. Like, hey, I'm not good at this game, so don't expect more.
Right,
and, I become like what I like. You know, I don't know if you know drag. I did get a few skills. Okay, so like I don't know if you've seen like RuPaul's Drag Race, like a lot of drag queens. I'm so inspired by how their attitude.
I don't like this feeling. Okay, losing is not fun, guys. Not fun.
But it's not even a combo. My friends just
rematch.
Okay.
What to do? We are Asians. Asians can very competitive, kan?
Yes, exactly.
But like, how did you overcome? Were you ever nervous when you first started streaming?
Yes, of course. I mean, like, I'd be lying if I said that I'm not nervous at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're saying like, oh, okay, start nervous langsung ke? Like,
sebab I think it's a bit distracting when there's a camera in front while you tengah main, and you can see yourself as well, kan?
Not just that lah. I mean, like, in terms of like, when you're in front of the game, you have two things you have to take care about.
Right.
One is your image.
Right.
Okay, and your.
Then decide to win.
Yeah, like right now. So, and then how you talk, and then how you present yourself, and then you also, if you like, let's say you're playing a very serious game, like this. So you have to like think about.
Rematch, kan?
No, this was like. If you rematch, it's the same thing. I'll still use Black Adam.
Oh my God. And I think streamers are very talented, and it takes a lot of skills to be a good streamer. But oh my God.
Sorry.
Be nice, Qistina. Be nice.
Sorry, you did that. I just like do the best thing.
Qistina is like, in other words, she's like, I'm sorry, you're just weak. You just don't know how to play. Yeah, point taken, Qistina. Point taken.
Oh no, I
did. So
did.
like, streamers can rasa macam there's so much you gotta do. Like you gotta content create.
Yeah. You have to like, especially when you start streaming, you have to know like what are the contents you want to focus on, and then what are the topics you want to get yourself into. Like you don't really want to like, hey, buat semua orang apa you nak buat, and then how to find yourself is another problem because it's an image you have to think about. Like tak boleh lah. Oh, you nak follow orang, and then when you want to focus on a particular game, like
knowing your target audience as well.
Yes, and you're just doing a light punch.
What am I doing?
Yeah,
oh my God, malunya.
There you go.
I'm so glad tadi the producer decided to just cut off the display of the game to protect me. Maruah I tercemar, yes.
So basically, like contoh, so basically when you decide to like start streaming, you have to think about like, oh, what kind of image do you want to set out, and then do I want to play it seriously, especially like orang yang main PUBG and stuff like that, ML who wants to play focus on pro games only in the game, so you have to like tahan at the same time, and then you're just swapping sides. Oh my god.
I'm just avoiding you.
I know. This is just called blocking. So now what I'm doing is just like down forward. There you go. so so cute. So basically bila orang start streaming, they have to like.
Ada orang bertanya, I menang ke kalah? Patch. Is that a rhetorical question or what?
I won.
10 round I rematch dengan dia pun I kalah juga. Aduh, no surprise there to be honest lah.
So basically, macam how to keep yourself straight into the game, and then at the same time macam mana nak bercakap, you know, like what we're doing now. So like how to focus on the game, especially
tak senang actually kan, banyak benda duduk simultaneously kan.
So and then especially see streaming as an entertainment line kan. Right. So you have to read like one side, you want to read the comments, and another side you nak tengok pasal your game. You are very confused, and sometimes you have like a slip of the word, find your style, and then you tiba-tiba lari from your style. To keep a straight face is very, very hard.
It is. Kalau tak main game pun nak pun straight face susah. Kalau tengah main game lagi dah susah, you know. What more nak main game kan? Yeah. And what about you being a caster? Because itu pun I think is pretty challenging because you got to know the players in the game. You got to know a lot of information about the game, the players, the programs, the history of the game. So how is that like, being a caster?
I mean, being caster is a little bit more, for me, it's easier to become a host and a caster.
Right.
Okay, but I haven't been casting for quite some time, but this is based on my past experience. I think that you have to learn more to the technical side, and then you have to know the game and how the play styles are, which are more technical, which you have to study. It's easy. But when you start on entertainment line, it's different. You have to like keep yourself straight into the camera because the camera is there, it's live, and they're looking at you, and they're sometimes, you know, they talk weird things about you, you know, sometimes vulgarity is there, you know, weird stuff, and then sometimes they wouldn't even harass you, you know, especially like, again, a female, I don't know why they would want to harass you, because I will always harass the boys.
Terrible. I feel a personal attack now.
No, it's because like, okay, like there are some guy gamers I would like, I think, I don't know if you know this, like Han or something like that. I was like, hi Han, I like your dahi because he's so big or something like that. So for me, it's like at times when there's too much of that coming into your stream, I turn it around. Like I said, my personality comes from the drag queens, where they just like turn it around, makes it funny, or just like shade and then throw shades and then just become sassy over the stream, like, girl, you know, that's okay, I know.
Sebab dia kan basically it's live tau, so apa-apa pun you just have to keep going and just like turn it over lah.
That's why you need a personality, you need a persona over the stream.
Dia macam you live show host, dia macam tu lah.
Yes. Basically. That's why when people just say over to the comments, either you don't read it,
or you read it and you take it with a pinch of salt and just
just let it go. Because if you put too much of a thought just for a very small problem, just a minor problem, which is just over your comments, you would take it too hard, and then it becomes really bad, and you put it will all ball up. So what I do is either you don't read it, you close the comment section,
or you toughen up.
Toughen up kind of like it means like you just like toughen up by not looking at it.
Right.
But either you absorb it, just don't read it at all.
Yeah.
Or you read it for them.
Like you menganjing diri you balik lah.
Yes, you say
that's
like
yourself.
Just roasting yourself, or like just accept it. You just entertain them because in a way, think of it. Why are they there when they're contributing to the stream?
That's right. You're basically helping the streamer anyway. So thank you anyway. You know, like mad love to you guys.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Qistina, do you have any tips for those aspiring gamers, streamers, and a juggling working girl / gamer / streamer to people out there?
For me, organize yourself better, and when you're on the entertainment side, try to not look much at the negativity. Try to love yourself more. try to find ways to like not ball up all those feelings and just let it go. No, I'm not gonna sing "Let It Go, Let It Go" by Frozen. No.
So that was your tips.
Yeah, it's simple because that's how I'm doing it now. So I think that's a better idea.
And I do think that you're a very simple girl. You're very like a direct, like yeah, you know, like
Oh, I'm very laid back.
very chill.
Yeah.
From the time I met her sampai sekarang, I realised betapa coolnya Qistina Kisscium
Thank you.
Iman. Anyway, thanks for being here. It's been a very great session. We hope you guys enjoyed this live streaming lounge.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere because up next we've got Putra Kamaro only on My Game On's Facebook page. See you guys very soon. Bye. That was fun. Thank you, Qistina. I think kita macam tepat-tepat 40 minutes.